Personally, to me, nothing comes close to Facebook money. It's as serious as one video giving you 60 million naira.
Are you serious?
That's how
One
serious.
video.
One video.
60 million naira.
I'm not telling you something that we heard. Some people say, content creators are buying cars. If they are doing Facebook, they have the money.
Let's do something. Let's do something.
Right.
You will never know the one that will blow you.
True.
Most of us, we are so careful. When we want to do content, we are so careful.
For up and coming content creators,
Right.
they have to be careful. Yes, they have to be careful. And I say that because you need to understand that what you do to get is what you do to keep.
When I started as Aderonke. That was what blew me up first time. That was the first time I had like Yaba Left, Cracks, Pulse TV, Post Me. So that was what people knew me as.
I had 3 characters. I had a cultist,
Right.
right? I had a fake pastor,
Right.
I had a professor,
Right.
right? And then I had a worried boy that loved God. So I used to pray with pidgin English because I prayed with pidgin English, and then Daddy Richard Mofedami just saw it and then told me, I'm calling AY to post it. And AY posted, and he said, I'm calling Worry Picking to post it.
Yeah.
And Worry Picking posted. Like he was on a conference call with me. We conferenced them and said, post my
this
new boy
content.
video. Like he liked it so much. You know, then the Zualakate blew up.
You can go and check it on TikTok.
Right.
That single post from less than 1,000 followers on TikTok gave me 19,000 followers. We did talk too much. I made friends from TikTok.
Right.
My friends say, run birthday stuff on
Right.
when I see Ra.
It was a lot.
When I saw Ra on TikTok, and when the Ra finished, the birthday finished, and I converted it, my sister.
So Naira, it was a lot.
Yeah.
It's not easy.
It's not
because
easy.
I play multiple characters. You know, I've had times where I have to shoot and I sit down like, if I have a scene downstairs, I will carry all my gadgets, my ring light, everything, my phone. I will come downstairs where Mommy Wale will shoot. Then I will now carry you back upstairs again, change into another character and shoot that character's scenes. It's not always easy.
Sorry, I want to know. You do all your shooting and editing by yourself?
I do it.
Almost everyone here knows us. Everyone knows Officer Mohammed. Everyone knows Omooba. Everyone knows the work that has been invested in your craft as someone who has been doing TV content, for years. I mean, the Johnson show has won a couple of awards at the AMVCA several times. And the content is still very relevant even till today. There's a point at which you be an actor and then you become family with the people you are producing with. I want to know what's actually that driving force that's pulling the content, the Johnsons, so we can learn from it even as we are doing our own personal content as content creators in this day and age.
Okay. First of all, my name is Gaji Samuel.
Right.
Popularly known as Mohammed of the Johnson's family. So straight to the question, what has been driving us is understanding our craft.
Right.
There's a problem we content creators we have. As an actor, if a role is given to you, most of us just settle down to just, let me just get the money and go. We don't have this understanding that we have to understudy the character. Let me use myself as a case study. I'm a Yoruba boy.
Right.
For your information, I grew up in Osogbo.
Right.
I schooled in Osogbo. But when you look at my character on TV, it's opposite. Why? Because I'm playing the role of an outside guy.
Right.
Now, when the role was given to me, I took time to study the outside guys. There's a place in Lagos called Surulere,
Right.
where you have guys, malams, selling Indomie, suya, and all this. I went there for days, for weeks, for months to understand how they communicate. So at the end of the day, if a Mohammed is not in the Johnsons, even if you are bringing another character that is playing Mohammed or another person playing the role of Mohammed,
Right.
there is this, I don't know how to put it, is Mohammed you will still see in that person. That is me. Why? Because I'm have been able to study and own the character. So as a content creator, it is our assignment, our home duty to study and understand and own that craft, that character. So that is what has been keeping Johnson's. Every characters we understand ourselves.
Omooba would agree, because we have actually seen the switch from what she started with to what she's doing now. At first it was Mommy Gio, and then it became Mama Wale, and then
He became level 14 officer.
it became what? True, level 14 officer, yeah.
This is Magic Odumi.
So, I mean, as concerning understanding the craft, do you deliberately do some self-repositioning to fit in that character, and then do it so well that people will be able to relate? Because it's one thing to create content, it's another thing to create relatable content that has audience retention. How was it like putting that self that is not in you so you can deliver what you needed to deliver?
Okay, it was quite easy for me because I grew up around civil servants. My mom is a civil servant, so and sometimes I go to work with her and I see how they behave. And I also worked in the ministry with civil servants. Yeah, I worked under a principal, and I saw how they behave. I saw everything. I was noting it down, so I was able to reenact everything and then bring in relatability. You know, if you're supposed to know how they behave, and then you have to put in details.
Right.
You know that a level 14 officer always carries that cooler.
Right.
A level 14 officer always has that funny shoe.
Right.
You have to put it in. You can't just wear your suit and say, "Oh, I'm a level 14 officer." People would not relate until you bring in these little props. That's one thing a content creator must note. I must put in details. Oh, I know a gardener wears this. I have to wear that. I know how these people behave. I have to behave like that. You have to keep doing it until you get the perfect imitation of a level 14 officer.
But where does the place of carving a niche come into play in all of these? I mean, Officer Mohammed just talked of how he did this personal self-capacity building to fit to the character. And many content creators, I would agree right now watching me, they are wondering, is it that you just keep doing anything as a content creator, right? Until you find that niche that is perfect for you, or it has to be something intentional from the beginning that you say, okay, this is what I feel like my audience should see as the kind of content I create, and I want to stick to it. So here's the place, honestly.
Yeah, you can't just say, I want to create anything and then I will finally get it. No. In the process, you might lose a lot. You might lose a lot of followers. People that liked you from the start, they might lose interest. Like, what are you doing?
Right.
So you have to, go back, sit down, strategize, and then put it out. You have to review it. You shoot it. You ask yourself, does this make sense? Do I laugh to my own content before you put it out? So when you're finding your niche, you see that you put everything in place. Oh, can I do this properly? Can I enact it well? Yes, that's what you check. And is it funny?
Right.
You have to ask yourself that. You show your family members first, is this thing funny? Before you put it out there and you look stupid.
I mean, every other person here can relate. Is it like a kind of a thing that you just get intentional with, like, this is a project, I want to start creating content, I want to leave everything I'm doing to focus on content creation? Or should a content creator intentionally get some level of, or seek some level of inspiration and self-searching? Christians will call it maybe calling, before choosing to go into content creation and carving a path of content creation to keep, doing as a content creator. I don't know if you get it, boss.
I feel like anything and everything can be content creation. And definitely every man has a calling, every man has a gift, every man has their passion, right? So a medical doctor that goes to work every day and encounters different patients can turn that to content creation.
Right.
We never knew that medicine could be content. It started with Crazy Clown, right? And these are the pioneers of skit making in Nigeria.
Right.
And at a point, people thought, okay, this could be only the thing about content creation until people like Aproko Doctor came up.
Right.
And then we saw medicine become content.
Right.
You see, we have seen fishing become content.
Right.
We have seen travel become content. So
Right.
for me, I think because every man has a passion, every man can be a content creation. So a content creator, sorry.
Right.
And it's just a thing about times and seasons. I believe we are in the dispensation of content creation.
Officer Mohammed, I'm wondering, where does this content creation, where does it leave this generation right now, where every single thing is now looking at what people want to put out? Is there like a line, you know, as a content creator, is there like a line one should cross and say, okay, this is my personality and this is the content I create? I don't know if you understand. Is there a line people draw? Is there a line you draw as a creator and say, okay, I might be creating content and have this audience perception of me to be like this, but this is the person I am? Is there a difference? Or as it concerns content creation, someone should just go all in, be the content, be the character, let it be a part of life? Because people are really confused. Some people say, okay, go all in, document every part of your life and put it out. Is there supposed to be a line? I'm trying to say this to help content creators who are really struggling with, what do I put out?
Like what he said.
Right.
Everything is a content.
Right. Everything is content.
Everything, anything is a content.
So there shouldn't be no line.
Now let me now use myself, as you said.
Right.
Everybody knows that I come on
Set. Right.
with the Malam behavior.
Right.
Apart from that, I come on social media with the Malam behavior. Now, very funny, a lot of friends were saying, guy, you're funny. Come on TikTok. I'm this kind of person that I'm not the social media. I like to be. But at the end of the day, when I see waiting there inside, I said, like this thing, we go do it. So I came into TikTok, I was barely a month. And I was coming to say the Malam behavior. Like, I'll talk the Malam, what you doing? And I was having just like 2 likes, 3 likes, 4 likes. And one fateful day, I did a video. Now, there's a lot of things that we content creators should understand. There's a time frame. There's a niche. There's an algorithm.
Right.
There are a lot of things we should understand. So, that fateful day, around after 6 in the evening, PM, I came out, set the camera, I came out and I was dancing. I said no word. You can go and check it on TikTok.
Right.
I said no word. I was just dancing and I wrote something. I said, that was the time this fuel scarcity was. Right. And I wrote something. I said, we are all in this together. And that single post from less than 1,000 followers on TikTok gave me 19,000 followers. Wow. Go and check it. 19,000. Right now I'm on 20,000. Wow. And I was like, okay, okay, you never reached this setting.
Right.
So that's why I'm concurring to what he said, that everything, normally I come and say what I want to say, and 2 likes, 3 likes. But that day, that night, I don't know how it happened, 19,000 followers on that video that I said no word. So meaning that I didn't prepare for it. I just, let's do something, let's do something.
Right.
You will never know the one that will blow you.
True.
You will never know. Most of us, we are so careful. When we want to do content, we are so careful. But let me be sincere with you. In a social media, you will concur with me. There is like, let me go solo, like a robot. I was telling somebody that we are sitting down together there. I said, when you are doing something, you come on your screen, you are putting your phone every day. You come, you put your phone. You come, you put your phone. You come, you put it. You are registering something to the social media world.
Right.
At the end of the day, you come back and change it when you don't even have the platform, you don't have the followers.
Right.
You are restarting the algorithm. You are restarting the robot. It's just like you say, oh, okay, let's go back to this pattern. So, the lines there is for you to understand everything is a content. But before you jump into different, like now, she has different characters, yes or no?
Right.
But you will concur with me that before she jumped into those characters, she has a fan base.
True.
She grew the fan base.
Okay.
They followed her. They understood her. It became a culture for her.
Right.
So we, the content creators, we should be able to understand this is my personality. Like me now, I'm officer of the law.
Right.
Presently now, I've started changing to put because the fan base is already there.
Right.
Somebody saw me at ShopRite and was telling the mom, I said, Mom, you see the gate man? And I was like, oh, okay, gate man, children, gate man. Oh.
That's
He
how
said,
this
is another content.
audience, yeah, no, you.
So that is it.
I think something I want to add is this.
Right.
For up and coming content creators,
Right.
they have to be careful. Yes, they have to be careful. And I say that because you need to understand that what you do to get is what you do to keep. I had 3 characters. I had a cultist,
Right.
right? I had a fake pastor,
Right.
I had a professor,
Right.
right? And then I had a worry boy that loved God. So I used to pray with pidgin English. So it was the worry boy that blew up at first. But at the point he got stuck.
Right.
Right? Because I prayed with pidgin English, and then Daddy Richard Mofedami just saw it and then told me, I'm calling AY to post it. And AY posted. And he said, I'm calling Rewari Pikin to post it.
Yeah.
And Rewari Pikin posted. Like he was on a conference call with me. We conferenced them and said, post my
this
new boy
content.
video. Like he liked it so much. So that one got to a point he got stuck. You know, then the Zualakate blew up. Now, I think it was God's plan because I'm a pastor.
Right.
So if it was the cultists that blew up, I don't know how I would have merged that or managed it with my ministry.
Right.
I don't know if you understand.
I follow.
So if you come out, and because when people want to blow, they have all the energy. I want to blow, so they can do anything. But be ready to maintain the energy.
Right.
You see, Brother Shaggy go forever push it. Because he came out with open body.
True.
Do you understand? So if you come out and you wear pants, be ready
Just
to
be
maintain
ready to
that.
stick.
Because if you start with twerking, you cannot preach to us later.
Of course.
What brought us, what will keep us?
With when I started as Mommy Ronke, and that was what blew me up first time. That was the first time I had like Yaba Left, Cracks, Post TV, Post Me. So that was what people knew me as. Then I transitioned into Mommy Gio. I left Mommy Gio and I transitioned into Mrs. Ezzie. And now I transitioned into Mommy Wale. I feel like you can still transition. You should not.
Okay, hold on. Before Mommy Wale, what was the one you mentioned?
Level 14 officer, Mrs. Ezzie.
Okay. Now there's something mutual about all the characters. Don't you notice it?
Family.
Not family.
Mommy.
God bless you. So I was doing Zualakate, comedy and scriptures.
Right.
And they are like, how does this guy make people laugh with Bible? Now I'm doing motivational speaking. And I'm preaching online. It still connects because now most of my fans are saying, we always knew that there was something about your comedy. We knew you knew the Bible. So if you did Mommy, the first one,
Mommy Ronke.
Mommy Ronke, and the next one was what?
Mommy Gio.
It's still mother. One is a mother at home, one is a mother in church. I don't know if you understand. So there is something consistent about, or if maybe it was subconscious to you, but there's something consistent about all the characters that you have evolved into.
I agree with what you said. Officer of the law. Everybody knows me as Officer of the law. It's very difficult for me right now to do a thief. A thief,
an armed robber.
A armed robber. It's very difficult because I started with someone who put people right. So whatever I'm going to do towards Officer of the law, it's either you see me, a lot of people are confused. You see me today with police uniform. Tomorrow you see me with LASMA. Tomorrow you see me with road safety. At the end of the day, all of them are still round in one body. And I said something to her. I said, initially, you said you started with what? Mommy Ronke. You grew a community. Yes, that's the word. You grew a community. There's something about our fans, content creators. When you start, they feel no buy them immediately. But when you are consistent, you are pushing and pushing. Baba, whether you like it or not, it will come. And as he said, are you ready to continue in that line?
Content creation can be really a difficult job. People have no idea. I mean, I run a full content creation house where we create content for ourselves, right, and for other people. And it's a lot of work, from conceptualization to scripting to editing to it's a lot. To shooting, right, and then to post-production, to publishing. You post it, it's not gaining traction. I mean, and here we have successful people that have grown their platform and they now have really good visibility. Please, let's jam my hands together for them. But the question right now would be, how did you do it? Didn't you get tired at some point? Didn't you get discouraged at some point? Did your family ask you, say, go and get a proper job at some point? Did your father try to say, is this what I sent you to school to do at some point? Did your parents say, why would you be going to a location and be shooting film and everything? I mean, before you blow up. How did you do it? I just feel like, wait, don't say it's by God's grace. Don't say God helped us. Aderonke. I know say you are a pastor. Don't say, of course. We want to know the process. Because right now, as content creators, we are now, I don't know if I'm communicating. We are really interested in, how was it like? Tell us where you really failed and picked up yourself. We want to know. Let's start from Femi Babs. It's by God's grace, Abi. It's grace. Celebrate grace.
It's actually grace.
Celebrate grace.
Okay, so.
But what did you do to compel the grace?
Apart from grace, right?
Right.
Right? There's labor apart from grace. And everyone who is successful knows that their success was an offspring of divine strategy.
Right.
So the truth is this. Good content plus good publicity, it's supposed to equal virality. Except your village people hand inside.
Wait. Ideally, a very good content.
On a normal ground. Any day, anytime.
A very good content.
There's no spiritual problem. Good content.
And good publicity.
Plus good publicity.
Right.
Will equal virality.
Right.
Or let me put it this way. Relatable content.
Okay.
Do you understand?
Right.
Because I was just showing somebody outside. I said, see what guarantees how a video goes viral. So he saw one of my videos, and I said, this video will not do as good as this one. He said, why? I said, because the shares, the difference between the shares and the comments are not so much. So I was trying to show him that the more people can send your video to
someone
to their
else,
loved ones,
right? So the more tendency of that video getting viral.
Exactly.
Right.
So
right.
when it's shareable content,
right.
when it's relatable content,
right.
do you understand?
Right.
And then that way you are sure that, okay, this thing will go viral. So concerning discouragement and the rest, my story is long, but the truth is, in summary, I think for me, not because I'm a pastor, I will say this. What helped me is prayer. Apart from the content too. Because I've seen good content that people did not repost.
True.
The contents that make it to the Tunde Head Notes and the Yaba are not the best of contents.
Right.
So there's still an element of favor.
And if you're a good content creator, you get frustrated. Like, I spend more time, I create even better content than these ones. I mean, to you better content.
Exactly.
But someone is just jumping or saying one rubbish and the person is going viral with it. You get really confused.
Yeah, so I think the race is not to the swift. Excellence cannot be underrated.
Right.
Be good at what you do. Focus on your strengths. Do you understand?
Right.
But there's still the need for supernatural advantage. I see that.
That's how you would explain
I
it.
second that because my life is the definition of grace. First off, I would like to say I got all the support I needed from my parents, from my dad. I was shocked when I told my dad after I wrote my final exams. I was like, Daddy, there's this thing called content creation where you create videos and you post and people laugh at it,
right.
people like the videos,
right.
and it was like, oh, what's that? I was like, that's what I wanted to do, and it was like, all right, fine, you can go ahead and do it. And
Just like
even,
that.
Yeah, it was.
Did they ask you where is the money going to come from? How is it going to do numbers? It just supported.
It just supported me. My mom supported me too, and I received a lot of support from my siblings.
Right.
In fact, they were the ones that pushed me.
Right.
Yes. Because, okay, I made my first video in 2020 during the lockdown. When I posted it on my WhatsApp status, I got a lot of encouraging comments. They were like, okay, post this thing on Instagram. I was like, are you sure? They were like, yes, they laughed at it. So I posted. Then I posted another video that Files reposted. So I took a break in 2021 to continue schooling.
Right.
Then I resumed full-time content creation in 2022 March.
Right.
And from 2022 March till now,
it has been back-to-back viral visibility.
Sometimes I sit down and I ask how. When I posted in 2022 rather,
right.
sorry, I don't know, I followed algorithm. There's one thing I would advise content creators, always have a timing, always know when to post. And
okay.
I also use hashtags. You find an hashtags that would work for you. Hashtags as a multiple, at least 5 or 6. Find the ones that will work for you. That's why I say I believe in grace. I was lucky to find the right hashtags. I was lucky to find the right time to post. And my first video, I think I had 2,200 followers. And I got like 8,000 views.
Wow.
And I was like, wow. And when I saw the comments, I was like, oh, okay, this is good. It pushed me. That was one of the reasons why I pursued this career even more. And then within how many months, I got my first viral video in May. I started posting in March. I started full-time content creating in March.
Right?
I got my first viral video in May. It was one of the things that pushed me. And then in July, Mufasa posted me.
Wow.
I think that's an element of grace and prayer, because honestly, I do pray.
Okay, so what I hear you say majorly is, of course there's grace.
Yes.
Of course there is the supernatural ability that puts it. But the grace has to leverage on something.
Yes, you have to put in the work, like you said.
You have to put in the work, yeah.
Yes.
Like you said, okay, I deliberately sorted for the best of hashtags.
Yes.
I try to ensure that I hack the algorithm.
Yes.
So of course there's grace, but one has to do the work
Yes, you
that
have
can
to put
allow
in the
the
work.
grace of God to find expression.
Yes,
that makes
exactly.
I'm a Christian, and I believe in God.
Right.
The Bible says a man diligent in his work. Says a man diligent in his work. It means say, make you dey diligent, make you dey work. You will not go stand before small people, you go stand before great men. And now the truth be that. The truth about it there is, grace is there, and we should not abuse it. It is there, and it speaks for every one of us. It's your level of you tapping into it. And lazy man no fit dey house, may he come see job. You understand? For me as an actor, before I jumped into the online social media stuff, I started from the church, Winners Chapel, Osogbo. Anything you are doing, people they watch you.
True.
They say Yoruba say something that person way they do something. I be how they put on. You know they watch and you get the way they talk Yoruba way.
Right.
From Osogbo, I went to Lagos.
Right.
And I was doing my acting stuff.
Right.
From the church, somebody saw me, just like the way those guys acted there.
Yes.
Probably one person has seen the one character.
From the church in Osogbo here,
Osogbo.
Winners Chapel. Okay.
I went to Lagos.
Lagos. Wow.
The person picked me from here.
From the church.
Yeah.
Wow.
To Lagos.
Right.
I was serving that person. And I don't want to go deep into that.
Right.
I was serving the person, but still acting in church. And they gave me that role, Johnson's, from the church.
Wow.
And I started doing my stuff from the church. I didn't stop there. Now you asked the question, apart from grace, what other things do we do personally? She mentioned something about hashtag. Understanding your hashtag. Many of us content creators, we don't understand that. We just post and leave it. We don't know the time to post. We don't know. It's mentioned something about the video quality.
Right.
You could see when I was coming, I did a video.
Yeah.
Let me tell you, friends were calling me that, why did I not do this kind of video for them?
Wow.
Because right now, I understand that even the social media robot understand good videos. I was shooting with MC Lively.
Right.
And I was expecting him to put cameras. But I saw him with iPhone 14 was shooting. And I was like, whoa. So this is what you guys do.
So he's intentionally not making the shoot a really serious deal because he understands.
Baba, no work. Now the work where we they do with this, so we don't get any other work. So hold it well. You hold your work well. See, the way you hold your work now, what you sow is what you reap.
Right.
And that is why whatever we are doing as content creators, we have to take it as a daily job.
Right.
Yep.
Right. All right. Thank you so much. We're almost at the end of this. Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah,
I
please.
also want to buttress this point.
Yes, please.
You mentioned the algorithm and knowing what works for you. I also want to clamor on consistency.
Thank you.
It's not easy.
It's not
because
easy.
I play multiple characters. You know, I've had times where I have to shoot and I sit down, I'm like, oh, if I have a scene downstairs, I will carry all my gadgets, my ring light, everything, my phone. I will come downstairs, wear Mommy Wale's clothes, shoot. Then I will now carry you back upstairs again, change into another character and shoot that character's scenes. It's not always easy.
Sorry, I want to know. You do all your shooting and editing by yourself?
I do it. It's just,
By yourself?
yes, it's of recent that I just
Start getting help.
started getting help.
Wow.
All throughout last year, until when was it? I think October. Yeah, that was when I started getting help. That was when I started working with videographer to help me.
Right.
I do everything by myself. I shoot everything by myself, and then I edit.
Wow.
And then I post.
Wow.
And I also write my script down.
Right.
Always write your script down. Have a book. Write it down. Even if you don't have everything intact, you know that later when you pick up that book, you are going to complete that script that I started. So it helps me know that I have to finish this particular content in 1 minute. So I'll write out Mommy Wale's part, I'll write out Wale's part, and I'll write out the daughter-in-law's part. So it makes work easier for me, because when I wear Mommy Wale's clothes, I will shoot Mommy Wale's content from start to finish.
Yeah. And then
I change.
Right.
I shoot the daughter-in-law,
Right,
and I change and I shoot Wale's part. Then I now rest and start editing, which takes like at least 2 hours to do.
Wow. So it's hard work
And consistency.
and consistency.
Yes, and you must have days to post. Know that every Thursday my video is dropping. It will even help your fans know that
Right. Look
I'm
forward
dropping
to
soon.
it. Right.
They will have their post notification. They'll know that every Thursday, this person is dropping, I must watch.
Right.
Every Friday. So
Right.
you cannot just be posting Monday. You will now wait till next week. You will now post next week Friday. You will wait again. You think you are using the right hashtags and video quality. You wait.
Well, you're just
Post
doing it
next month.
haphazardly, and the
Yes.
algorithm cannot really track.
Yes.
Neither can your audience track when your content is coming out.
Yes, so it helps to be consistent. Know that, I'm going to be posting 2 days in a week. Stay consistent to that 2 days in a week. Except if you are sick or you are out of town, you must always stay true to that 2 days in
Makes
a week.
sense. I think you have something to say, yeah?
Okay, still on what she said,
Right,
consistency.
right.
So this was something that Sir AY comedian taught me.
Yes.
So one day he called me, and this was like 2021.
AY comedian
Yes,
taught
Ayo
you
Makun.
this.
Yeah, he taught me this himself.
Right.
So one day he called me,
Right.
and he said, Femi, you have very good content, and you are consistent, but you are scattered. So I now said,
You have very good content. You're consistent with
but you are
it,
scattered.
but it's haphazard.
Yes, and I said, how do you mean, sir? So he said, carry your phone. I took it. He said, open Instagram. And then I opened it. So if you go on your page, right?
Right.
There are like 3 lines at the top right corner. There are 3 lines. So he was just giving me tutorial. So I opened it and he said, go to your insights. So when you go to your insight, there's a place where it's written total followers.
Right.
So if you click on total followers and you scroll down, you will see what is written most active times.
Right.
So that is the algorithm helping you know when
To track when your
followers
audience.
are most active.
Right,
So
right.
like she said, be consistent. But for you to select a day, I think the algorithm should help you. Okay, so if you go on your page on Instagram,
Right.
you go to the top right corner, there are 3 lines. If you click those 3 lines at the top right corner, it takes you to your insight. You see an option for insight. If you click on your insight, you see total followers. So if you click on total followers and you scroll down, there's a place where it's written most active times. That is the most active times of your followers, even if they are just 10.
Yeah. It's same with
Even if
TikTok.
they are just 10.
Right.
So the algorithm will show you. You
The
understand?
time your followers are.
Exactly.
So it kind of gives you an idea of when you should put out content, and of course when you should be dropping
Because
content
if you
consistently.
just follow other people, for me now, from what I see here, 9 a.m. is a no-no. My followers are not active, so it's mostly
Right.
evenings.
Right.
So that will help you know, okay, even if I want to be consistent, what days of the week are my highest? So you want to harness and make use of your
Sorry,
best days and
I
your best
want to
time.
quickly ask, yeah. All right, I want to quickly ask. Right, we're about running up here. I want to quickly ask: should a growing content creator, we all have gone through the growing stage, yeah? Every one of us. Should a growing content creator, I think they almost did that during the openers forum. Should they really focus on content quality, or they should focus on the volume and the quantity of content they put out, so they can stay consistent with putting out content? I just want to really know. I mean, should a growing content creator that hasn't gotten really good visibility focus on, okay, quality content? If you listen at once, I go post them. At least make the content make it make sense. Or they should focus on quantity. Like, okay, even if I just pick up my phone, I put out something. The quantity of the content they put out, so they can remain consistent.
Okay, do you want to hear this?
You go first.
Quantity, quality content.
It has to be a blend of both.
If you want to blow, you have to go all out.
Right.
Do you understand? The truth is, There was a time I posted for 1 year, and I didn't increase by 100 followers. I was on 2,000
Consistently
followers
for 1 year.
Yes.
Okay.
I didn't increase by 100. I'm telling you the fact. This was 2019. And I go back to the videos. Some of them I repost them now and they go viral.
Wow.
Do you understand? So
Right.
it's not like they were bad, right? But I took time when I was doing my master's degree in Unilag. I took a break for like 3 weeks. So I composed a pidgin English prayer. I did research. I grew up in Warri. I had to call my guys. Do you understand?
Was it right?
They had to walk into the market, interview people, get deep Warri slangs, type that even me when we Warri boy don't speak.
Oh, man.
Do you understand? They got those type for me, and I composed a prayer for 2 minutes 30 seconds. That video alone got me to 10,000 in 4 days.
Wow.
So quality
right?
is good, though.
Right.
If you have to choose, I think quantity, quality, content is the way. But if you have to choose, for me, maybe somebody else, something else worked. But for me, I would say it's better I post one bomb in 2 weeks than post mediocrity every day. Nah.
Omooba, what do you think?
It's right. Quality matters. You have to. You can't say, oh, because I want to be consistent, I'm going to post a very shabby content on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. You are the only one that will watch your thing. You watch your video
that
yourself.
Makes sense.
So you have to be intentional on quality.
Right.
Yes.
Right.
So it would
I
help.
follow.
Another thing again is try and understand your environment. Try and understand. When I mean environment, I'm not talking about your state, your country. I'm talking about yourself, your individual, your environment. Try and understand it. Try and understand who your fans and who your people are. Somebody said, when is social media going to go down? And I said, the space is too big
for it to go down.
And let me be sincere with you, talking from experience. Money day inside social media.
Social media.
I know the joke, I know the cap.
Wait.
Money day.
Omooba, have you started making really good money?
Money day.
Because the way we see skit makers, right? They tear car too. I'm sure everybody can relate. Skit makers, they will tear car here. They will not tear one house for Lekki. And you are asking, is it that lucrative? Baba don't talk say money day. Like,
Yes.
is it that lucrative? Like,
Especially on YouTube.
what's the biggest money?
Especially on YouTube, yeah. If
I know YouTube pays, but sometimes it's confusing people. It's not looking
Sorry.
like a lot of money.
Sorry, let me break it down.
Right.
Let me break it down. So if you go for YouTube, maybe we're spending, we dey talk too much. Now let's go to TikTok. You have 1,000 followers.
Yes.
And you run a live.
Right.
Probably you came to join his live.
Right.
Or probably I joined their live. Or you
Right.
joined my live. Then we're just talking randomly.
Right.
And somebody balled in and loved what you are doing. And now gifted you like almost a 2,000K coins online.
Rah.
Do you
Omooba,
understand? Or they just give you a rah.
Right.
So on my birthday, I didn't know this. My friend from Canada, I made friends from TikTok.
Right.
My friend said, run birthday stuff on
Right.
there. When I see rah,
It was a lot.
when I saw rah on TikTok, and when the rah finished, the birthday finished, and I converted it, my sister.
So Naira, it was a lot.
Yeah. I did another rah.
I get it now.
I think I had an argument. I don't like to involve in that kind of argument, but
Right.
then I've had this kind of argument. I have people who just focus on TikTok, and they believe like TikTok money is the money. And I never believe
Some will focus on
Facebook,
Instagram.
and they say Facebook money is the money.
Right.
Some say Instagram, some say YouTube. Okay, I've been privileged to make money from
All of the platforms, right?
right? That's why I said it's personal, right? It's based on, I don't know the one that favors you, but personally to me, nothing comes close to Facebook money. But the problem with Facebook is this. Facebook will not, how do I put this down? You can lose your identity.
Because you want to keep putting out
No, it will
content.
dictate what should sell.
Right.
Now there are
Okay.
times in Facebook when only seductive
Content would
videos
sell.
are selling.
Right.
Soft pornography.
Right.
And it's going viral. People are making serious money. Do you understand?
Right.
Like what I'm saying on Facebook, what I'm saying about Facebook now is it's as serious as one video giving you 60 million naira.
Are you serious?
That's how
One
serious.
video.
One video.
60 million naira.
I'm not telling you something that we heard.
It's something you have.
This is not, I'm talking of a 3 minutes video. 16 million. There are content creators that are not even popular. They don't even care about your Instagram.
But they get the visibility.
Do you
see
understand?
the millions of views on, especially that Facebook.
So when I link up with content creators from Facebook space, that's why some people say, content creators are buying cars. If they are doing Facebook, they have the money. If they are Facebook is where they are doing, they have the money. Don't worry.
We don't hear. All right. Please, I feel like it's about time that people took content creation very serious because there's money in it.
And then also, aside money, there's visibility. Through Instagram, you can meet people that it will take you 10 years to meet in life. You would have easy access. Just the person just scrolling through Instagram, and then they just see your video and they like you and they give you a follow.
Right.
That particular person already knows about you
from
your room here in Osogbo. That
true.
they think you are from Osogbo.
Right.
From my room, not even Lagos, from my room, everything I did or I've been doing is from my room in Osogbo here. And I have met people.
But you see, Facebook really gives you that visibility. Instagram is stardom. Facebook is money.
You know, there are content creators that people think this is a Facebook content creator.
And they look local. Yeah.
And some they say this is a Instagram content creator. And they look like the influencers.
Yeah.
And they say this is I'm not sure, TikTok content creator. And they look like the everywhere guys. But everybody is doing great. All right. I think it's about time we left. Thank you so much for your time. Thank you so much for sharing. There's a whole lot we would have shared. But we should thank Omooba, of course, thank Officer Mohammed, and of course, thank Mr. Femi Bab, aka Zualakate, for their time. Ladies and gentlemen, with this, we come to the end of this segment. We've got a lot to talk about, but it's about time we left. Thank you so much. We really greatly appreciate it. God bless you.